Do you guys think Rihanna's pregnant? She literally parted the Red Sea with her legs. This new age of pastors. Problematic. Tasha K now owes Cardi B millions of dollars, honey. Millions of dollars. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another makeup and gist. Today's video I'm going to be talking about quite a few topics as usual, so if you're new here, this is where I basically just do my makeup and chat with you guys at the same time. I can't lie, today's makeup and gist is a little on the negative side, but that's not intentional. It's just because a lot of things have been happening and have been quite sad. So this is a trigger warning if you are triggered by topics to do with mental health, suicide, what else did I talk about, death, then definitely click off right now. This is not the video for you. Okay, just wanted to warn you guys before I do get into the video. But today's topics, I do talk about Regina King and her son unfortunately committed suicide and dying. Lauren Smithfield, the young lady that passed away in her apartment and nothing's been done about it. Megan the Stallion and Shenseea, and then new video that's a little bit more chilled. Pastor Todd and his spitting situation. So it's a little bit of a you know, high and low one. But hopefully you do enjoy. Make sure you click subscribe if you are new to this channel and you do like this type of content. Make sure you press the like button if you do enjoy this video. So let me stop talking. I'm gonna get straight into the video and I'll see you guys at the end. Lauren Smithfield. If you guys have never heard of Lauren Smithfield, she was a 23-year-old African-American woman. She was found dead in her apartment. This was a day or two after she went on a date with a white man that she met through Bumble. This happened in December, right? No one's been arrested, no charges have been made, but this young lady is dead and no one knows how she's dead. Apparently when the police came to investigate the flat and investigate the man that she was with, that she was last with before she died, they said that he seems like a nice guy and that they're not gonna charge him or investigate. I just think that's completely mental. It's absolutely mental. The story is so sad and I feel like, God forbid, if that was a white woman and the last person that was seen with her was a black man that she met on Bumble, they would have arrested his ass with no question, ASAP. What is going on in this world? This is just another case of BLM again. And of course people are gonna be like, no, it's not that serious. She could have died from a drug overdose or whatever. I think they did an autopsy and they said that they found something to do with drugs in her system. The man that she was with did say that they were drinking tequila and that she went into the bathroom to be sick and that she came back out. I think she went to sleep or something on her sofa and he found her dead in the morning on the sofa after she went to sleep. I just feel like this story just doesn't add up. Like something about this just doesn't sit well with me. It's just so weird, and it's weird to me how they're just choosing not to investigate. It's just the sad reality of the world we live in today. The world we live in today, all they care about, I don't wanna say it, girl, I don't wanna say it. But you know what I'm thinking. I don't know, I want to be the one to say it, but you know exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, this foundation is lovely. This foundation is lovely. Using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 14. I do have a video on this when I went to Charlotte Tilbury to try it, but I think this might be my new foundation because it is blending. I just think it's a bit unfair. It's not even a bit unfair, it's a lot unfair. Can you imagine how her family must feel? I know there was a case in America, like I think it was like autumn time, like August, September time. There was a girl called Gabby Petito and she was allegedly murdered by her boyfriend, fiance. And first she went missing and then they found out she was dead. The uproar when they found out she was missing, the whole of America was an uproar. And the whole of America stood by their family's side and law enforcement managed to find her body within, I think, weeks, maybe even days. And they found her, I think they found her boyfriend, I'm not sure, but he was also dead. But it just goes to show, like, it's so crazy how much effort goes into a white woman or a white girl who looks, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, who looks timid or whatever. And the minute a black woman is found dead in her apartment and the last person that saw her is a white man, nothing's done about it. Like, it's just, it's mental to me, it's mental. And it's so crazy how the guy is walking away scot-free just because he looks like a good guy. Like, what does that even mean? It's so crazy. So my heart definitely goes out to the family of Lauren. You know, it can't be easy losing a loved one, and then on top of losing a loved one, the Lord doesn't want to help you investigate what happened to them. Imagine not knowing how your loved one died. That's crazy. And speaking of death, sorry guys, like I said, this makeup and gist is the topics on my list. They're quite sad, but a lot of sad things have been happening in the month of January. But speaking of death, Regina King did lose her son. She had a son that was 26 years old and he died through suicide. That is also like super sad. I think I mentioned this in another makeup and gist, but a lot of suicide happens within black males and people kind of choose to ignore it. A lot more needs to be done about it. Like, people need to start speaking up about mental health, about how they're feeling. As much as it's such an awkward topic, we all go through mental health issues at some point or another. We're not always happy 24/7. So I feel like we should definitely check in with our loved ones. And to be fair, I didn't know that Regina King had a son until I heard the news. I did look into her son and he looks like a really happy, go lucky man. I guess it just goes to show you never know what people are going through. I say this all the time, you just never know what people are going through. You can't judge off face value. You don't know what people are feeling. Although someone looks like a happy person, they might not be. And just because he's a celebrity's child doesn't mean his life is, you know, completely set up. There's so much more that goes into life than having fame and money. So yeah, that was super sad. God knows what she's going through as a mother, as well as that was her only son, her only child, her only son. That must be so hard on her. But thankfully I know that she has a lot of actress friends around her and a lot of family around her that can console her and, you know, help her get back to her feet. But that's not something that you're gonna get over easily or even at all. So my heart definitely goes out to Regina King. A bit of a lighter note, because this has started off super heavy. Cardi B did win her defamation lawsuit against Cardi B won her defamation lawsuit against Tasha K. If you guys don't know who Tasha K is, she is a YouTuber, a blogger. She talks about celebrities. She brings gossip to YouTube. Yeah, some of the celebrities she talks about are not having it, namely Cardi B. I think it was like maybe 2018 or 2019. She did an interview with a girl talking about how Cardi B has herpes, how she's a prostitute. They didn't use the word allegedly, they were stating it like it was fact. And ever since that interview, it's like, I don't know what she has against Cardi B, what Cardi B did to her family or whatever, but she's had it out for Cardi B. So obviously Cardi is not having it. Like, you can't come on the internet and lie on my name and say all these things about me having herpes and allegedly, and then think that you're gonna get away with it. So Cardi sued her ass. She probably thought, oh, it's not a big deal, like, I'm probably gonna win the case, but Cardi and her lawyers came for her ass. Tasha K now owes Cardi B millions of dollars, honey, millions of dollars. I don't know how she's gonna pay that money. I don't even know if she has that kind of money, but she has to pay Cardi B millions of dollars. See, what I've learned from this is that, first of all, say allegedly, okay? Don't say things and don't talk about celebrities or anyone like it's fact, especially if you can't prove that it's fact. If you're a gossip blogger, you're talking about people online, just make sure you use the right legal terms, otherwise they're gonna come and sue your ass, and I'm sure the majority of you people do not have millions sitting in the bank. So that's one. Two, I'm glad that Cardi B was able to stand her ground, because it is very much bullying. You can't make things up about people, and just because they're celebrities you expect them not to say anything or do anything. So I'm glad that she taught everybody a lesson. I feel like now I don't know what Tasha K is gonna do. She's lost a lot of sponsorships, she's lost a lot of brand work, and obviously her viewership is gonna go down because we can't trust you anymore. And I don't know, I used to watch Tasha K, I watch her here and there. I can't really watch her for long because first of all she shouts and her shouting really gets on my nerves, and second of all I just feel like she relishes in people's pain, and she does it a lot in interviews, but it looks like she's actually trying to be comforting, but she's not. So like if she's interviewing someone and they're talking about, oh, I went through mental health issues, I did this, and she'll just be like, but really and truly she's just thinking content. This is gonna make for great content. She's not like empathizing, she's just trying to get as much content from you as possible. But I'm wishing, I'm praying that she'll be able to pay that money, because I think she has 2 kids. She has 2 kids and a husband, and obviously that's a lot of money. I'm assuming now she's probably in debt, because fucking hell, that is a lot of money. But hopefully for the sake of her children, she's able to sort out her issues. And hopefully this will teach her a lesson. Hopefully she'll change the direction of her channel. God knows what she's gonna do now, because her viewership is gonna go down. Her subscribers probably have already gone down, but she just hit 1 million recently. But Lord knows what she's gonna do with her channel now, because nobody's trying to hear you, girl. But to be fair, the one time where Tasha K was useful was when the whole R. Kelly thing was happening. She did report that, and it was true. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I did look at her side eye because she was just getting all these random people to interview, but whatever, you know, story that she had on her channel about R. Kelly picking up young girls, and she was the first one to break the news. Whatever story that she had about it was actually true. So I don't know, I feel like she just needs to be very, very careful with what she talks about and who she talks about, and tread lightly on thin ice, honey, because you can't be talking shit about everybody. Okay, let's make it a little bit more positive. I don't know if you guys have seen the Shenseea, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and Megan Thee Stallion's new video, and it's called, I'm not sure the actual name of the song. It's like a sample of a classic Jamaican song. So do you know what? I like the song because I like the classic, the put your back in it just a little more. I love the classic, but I just felt like the video was just a bit too much. Am I the only one that just felt like the video was just doing a lot? I feel like these like rappers nowadays, like female rappers, I get it, you're sexy and you're trying to like, ooh, sex appeal because sex sells, but now it's getting a bit much. Now it's doing too much. Shenseea's legs were like wide open. She literally parted the Red Sea with her legs. And I just feel like, if I had a child, I know it's not their responsibility to, you know, parent our kids and stuff, but if I had a child and that video accidentally came on, or if they heard it through school or friends, or if they watched the video, like, I just wouldn't appreciate it, because it's just not, I don't understand. And the thing is, like, obviously she's trying to get her song, her name out there, she's using Meg, you know, Meg's a big rapper, and her work is really good and people rate her. She's trying to get like popular and stuff through American artists and trying to get like the American audience and stuff, but because there's a difference, because I feel like in Jamaican culture, their culture is quite sexualized in a way. Pussy this, pussy that. So you don't really have to do much if you're Jamaican, like you're just automatically you're automatically sexy, you're born into it. But I just felt like that video, it didn't seem like a Jamaican sexy, it didn't seem like a wine plummy sexy, it didn't seem like, it just felt like, here's my pom pom. It was just too much. It was too much. Literally, as I was watching it, I was just watching it like this. Do you know who it reminds me of? It reminds me of Chloe. You know Chloe and Halle? I can't remember their last name. But Chloe and Halle, I think that's their name anyway. Yeah, one of them is just doing, I think they're trying to make her into like the next Beyonce. And you can tell like she's not an overly sexual person. But every single time I see her on my screen, she's forcing sex down my neck. It's okay. It's okay, we can see you're sexy. You don't have to show us every single day that you're sexy. You're doing a lot. I like the song. The video, I'm not so sure of the video. The video is just, it's coming off a little bit tacky now. I just felt like it was just overly done. We get it, you have breasts, we get it, you have sex, but you don't have to put it in our face that much. Like, sis, take a break. I love Meg, but the verses are starting to sound the same now. I don't know if you guys saw the video of a pastor called Todd, who basically was trying to deliver a sermon, and his delivery was problematic. I don't even know what he was trying to say, to be honest. I didn't watch the whole video because it was actually disgusting. He basically spat on his hand. In this corona, he spat on his hand and slapped that same hand with the spit on his church member's face. And he did this to prove a point of whatever sermon he was trying to deliver. I just think that's crazy. That is mental. In this corona, in this climate, in this current climate that people are getting up and down, you're busy spitting on your hand and slapping people with it. I feel like this new age of pastors, problematic. Pastors alone are problematic to me. I haven't had a good history with pastors. I like church, but at the same time I don't like church, because I feel like church is just a money-making business sometimes, if you have the wrong person in power. Those of you that watched the full video, you better than me, girl, because something's wrong with these new age pastors. Even pastors in general, these ones that'll be claiming to wake up the dead, they'll be claiming to walk on water, they're doing Jesus-like things. In the Bible it just says do not worship false idols, and I feel like people, especially the black community, we love to praise our pastors more than we praise God. What is going on with this eyebrow? My makeup is not given today and it's really bothering me. Yeah, we love to praise like weirdos. Let's be honest, let's call a spade a spade. He's a freaking weirdo. I haven't seen any of his other stuff, but just based off of what I saw, that video, he's a weirdo. For you to spit on your hand and then put it on someone's face, just the level of disrespect alone, like, and it's the fact that the guy let him do it as well. It's the fact that he let him do it, pastor or not. Do you think I'm gonna let you spit on your hand and put that spit in my face and I'll just be smiling there like a mumu? Well, you lot be safe with it, be safe with your weirdo pastors, but me and churches, I love church, but then I can't look at the pastors as holy person because they're human too. Pastors are human too and they make mistakes. So on Monday in West London, a man was wielding a knife, threatening a woman with the knife and allegedly actually stabbing her with the knife. This was happening on a busy street in West London. People were looking at it, but they couldn't do anything because when they tried to intervene, the knife man was wielding the knife at the people trying to intervene. So a man was driving past, saw the incident, saw that people couldn't help. He tried to do the noble thing of scaring the guy off with his car. So what he did was he drove into the guy, trying to scare him away from the woman in order for him to drop the knife, and then maybe he'll intervene with the situation. But unfortunately, what actually happened was he drove into the man, ended up running the man over, and both the man and the woman were stuck under his car. So after they were stuck, members of the public were trying to help both the man and the woman get out of his car. But in that time of trying to help, unfortunately, both of them passed away. So the question is, did he intentionally kill this man? Of course the answer is no, but unfortunately he has been arrested and charged with murder because unfortunately murder was the result of his Good Samaritan act. So it's just really, really sad. The whole thing is messed up. Obviously he was trying to help, but ended up, you know, not helping himself. And it just reminds me of the case of, I can't remember his name, I think his name was, there was a boy, I can't remember his name, a Yoruba boy actually, that tried to save a lady that was drowning in the Thames, and he ended up dying as a result of trying to save her. So as much as, you know, it's good to be a Good Samaritan, sometimes it's not good. And these cases just goes to show what can happen when you try and be a Good Samaritan and you try and help people. Sometimes you're not helping yourself by trying to help other people. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, someone ended up passing away and now he has to pay for it. And although it's not intentional murder, it would come under manslaughter because people did die as a result of his actions. So it's just really, really sad. I feel really bad for the guy, but he did make a statement and explain the whole situation and, you know, explain that it was unintentional. He was trying to do the right thing by trying to save the woman. I love, you know, doing noble things and I love trying to help people, but sometimes you have to put yourself first. And it hurts because you don't want to see someone being hurt or, you know, taken advantage of, but at the same time, if you don't put yourself first in this life, you will end up paying for it. That's not to say that I wouldn't help someone in need, but if I weigh up the pros and cons and there's more cons on my side, then unfortunately I have to put myself first and selfishly decline. But the whole case is super, super sad. I hope that he's able to get a really small sentence because it is manslaughter. It's not intentional killing. Bro, this is why sometimes it's good to mind your business. Sometimes it's actually good to mind your business. It has been nearly a month since the whole Elle Darby thing happened and sis has really been mute. Like, she meant it when she said she's taking a social media break. I mean, she had no choice, but I really wonder what she's gonna come back and say or what she's gonna come back and do, because you can't just brush something like that under the rug. It's gonna be super awkward. I hope her mental health is actually okay. I mean, as much as what she did was wrong, you know, I hope she's not, you know, thinking about bad things or doing bad things to herself, because you know she has a son and I don't want anyone to be feeling that down. But hopefully she's really, really repentful. I pray that she's really learned her lesson. I mean, it's sad that this is what it takes to teach people that racism is wrong, but I hope that she's okay, sure. Speaking of mental health, January and me. Now, I haven't been having the best few months, I mean, be honest. I'm trying, I really am, even to get up and film this video. Sometimes I'm just like, bitch, can you actually just be happy today? Like, can you be happy today? I mean, as much as the internet tries to make it seem like everyone's okay, we are all going through it, we're just pretending. Everybody's pretending that they're okay. Hopefully, with time, I'll get back to the Ropo that I know and love, and I'll be able to give you the Ropo that you know and love, but I can't give you my everything if I'm literally on 1%. I quickly went off to do my hair because it was looking a mess. Everything is giving black. I feel like I was gonna change, but I was like, do you know what? This actually represents how I feel. I'm gonna quickly do my lips. Do you guys think Rihanna's pregnant? I feel like I saw a post on the Shade Room of her walking out somewhere. Like she was walking out with what's his name? Her man, I can't remember his name. And the belly does look like it's big, and her nose is definitely giving pregnancy nose. If Rihanna was pregnant, I'll be so happy for her. I feel like she'd be such a cool mum. Who wouldn't want Rihanna to be their mum? I feel like my makeup is coming together now that I did my hair. It's weird. But yeah, y'all, actually going out today for the first time. I'm going out to do something social for the first time in over a month. Let's just say that, over a month. I did go out to eat, but it didn't count because it's Wagamama's, and I feel like Wagamama's is like McDonald's to me, so that doesn't count. But today is my friend's birthday, so we're gonna go, I'm going to her house. She's just having a little shindig in her house. So it'll just be nice to actually socialize with people rather than being in my little bubble. Ooh, I nearly forgot to highlight. How can we forget to highlight? As much as I love this highlighter, I freaking love it. I feel like it wouldn't be, ooh, child. It wouldn't hurt to try new things, so. Yeah, put some of your favorite highlighters down below, let me know. A lot of you guys asked me about my brushes, like what makeup brushes that I use. My makeup brushes range between, this one is by Joy Adenuga. I freaking love her brushes, they're so good. Really good quality. And then I use MAC, I use Fenty, I use Joy, there's another one, this one. You guys really always ask me about this brush that I use to contour. This is MAKEUP&GIST and it's 0.6S. But I've looked on their website and I haven't seen this in a long time, so I don't think they do sell it anymore, but it's just like an angled brush that I use to set my contour. I love this brush. Ever since I got this brush, I haven't put it down. It's hard for me to use another brush to set my contour. You can probably find it if you just Google MAKEUP&GIST 0.6S brush. I'm sure someone will be reselling it or something. I think it was part of a collection and the collection is done now, but you can definitely have a look online. MAKEUP&GIST also have really great brushes. The quality is amazing. I do want to buy more brushes from them, but they are quite pricey, so I'm kind of avoided until like I really have to. But I've got so many makeup brushes. I don't necessarily need to buy new ones, but sometimes your makeup brush does determine whether or not your makeup is going to come out good or not. So definitely invest in good makeup brushes. It definitely goes a long way. I'm so hungry, but I'm supposed to be doing a juice fast. I ate so much cucumber and hummus last night that I can't justify eating hummus again. Lip combo, I did do a video on my Instagram, a quick little reel of my current lip combo that I'm loving. I'm using I need to get a new one of these. The Sleep Just Say Nothing lip liner. It's so good if you don't have chestnut. Very cheap as well. Then I use MAC Yash lipstick that I just put on in the middle. Then I'm gonna go in with Fenty Hot Chocolate on the outside and Juvia's Place Caramel Rose on the inside. I feel like this combo is like my fave of late. So yeah, I hope you guys' January has been going good, but January can be such a hard month for a lot of people. So if you're having a hard time, make sure you're not isolating yourself, make sure you're not dealing with things yourself. Definitely talk to someone, family, friends, someone just to make you feel better. I just want to encourage anyone that's like sad or life is just kicking your butt. Just keep going sis. You have to win this battle, okay? Okay guys, that is me. I'm so sorry that this makeup and gist wasn't really giving. I'm so sorry that the topics were so negative and down, but hopefully next time we'll have more positive, funny, uplifting, light-hearted things to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching as usual. If you do like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you can see when I post another video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in another one soon. Bye guys.